something that's more productive. I could be out here grinding, you know this getting ducky, saying fuck it. You gotta love it, I just tell it how it is. I gotta get mine just like you gotta get his. So unforgettable, but I had to leave you alone.
What's going on, guys? This is episode 10 of the Kyle Hartman Project. I'm very, very excited to have you guys back on the show. We have a really cool guest on the show today. I know I've gone a couple shows without a guest, and that's honestly okay because I had some good stuff that I wanted to put out. And so on the last show, I had mentioned Twitter fam, I had mentioned collaborations, I had mentioned a couple people that I had been working with, a couple people that I will be working with in the future. One of those people is here with us today. Her name is Michelle Gotti. I've mentioned Unorganized and Lost. If you still aren't aware of what that is, it's a YouTube channel. And I've met Michelle through Twitter fam. If you want more information on that, you'll have to check into episode 9. I want to get her introduced because she has a really cool YouTube show that I just found out about probably only a couple weeks ago through Twitter. And so it's really cool that she's here with us now on the show. Michelle, it's a pleasure to have you. I'm very, very excited.
I'm honored to be here with you, dude.
Definitely. Let's talk about where you at right now. I know you've been kind of traveling, and so we had, I coordinate with everybody I have on the show because everybody's always so busy. But what are you doing right now?
I am currently at work at maxpreps.com in our studio because I have to work after this. But it's in Cameron Park, California, which no one has ever heard of. And I'm originally from Folsom, California, which people have only heard of because of our prison.
You guys have a maximum security prison there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Folsom Prison Blues from Johnny Cash. That's us.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. And our lake. Folsom Lake can be popular at times.
So you're born and raised in California then?
Yes, I am. Born and raised in California.
Okay, cool. And so your show, this Unorganized and Lost, this is a fairly new YouTube channel, I believe, because when I compared our two channels, I felt like I was right there with you. Let's talk about how that got started. Where were you at in your life? What changes did you make? How did you get to where you are right now with this YouTube channel?
Yeah, so I started making videos for any type of travel or event for the past, since 2009, I guess.
Oh.
And I love making videos. I love putting different things together. And I had thought about getting into vlogging, but I wasn't really about having to talk because whenever I made videos, it was more about this, like being aesthetically pleasing and the beauty of it.
Right.
And decided that, well, if I want to make more videos, the best way to do it is to vlog. And so kind of explaining my story and having people follow along in my journey of life because people always are like, you're everywhere. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's not that crazy.
I kind of feel the same way. This is funny. It's a weird fact, but a lot of people have told me that I'm like the people's plug, where I'm just kind of everywhere and I know everyone in every certain situation. So I can understand that completely.
Yeah. So the main when I really got into making videos was for travel.
Okay.
And so
for travel for yourself when you would travel just to show people your experiences, or did you was this kind of like a business for you where you would do things for other people as well, or it just didn't matter?
No, it was just my own personal traveling.
Okay.
So the first time I had ever traveled and got addicted to traveling, I went on a 7-week adventure.
Okay.
And kind of learned that people want to follow me along the way because I volunteered for 4 weeks in Africa and then did 3 weeks in Europe.
Wow.
And I got sponsors, so I wanted to make sure they kind of saw what I did.
Okay.
And so that's kind of where me making videos became even bigger because it was more than just me on the lake. And so the first time I'd ever traveled, the funny story about it is that I'd never traveled longer than an hour and a half on a plane by myself, which was Sacramento to San Diego.
Yeah.
And it took me 40 hours to get to South Africa.
Was that a 40-hour flight, or it was just a 40-hour trip total?
I went from Sacramento to LA to New York to Frankfurt, Germany to South Africa.
Gosh, that sounds exhausting.
It was exhausting. honestly, I don't think I ever really realized what was going on because it was the first time I'd ever traveled outside of the country in general or by myself.
Yeah,
And
that's an
so
exhilarating experience though, even though it was probably tiring. You're probably, I mean,
I
I
don't
bet
think I
that,
ever got. I just slept a lot on the plane. Like
right.
I was on such a high that nothing really mattered.
Yeah, I get that. I love the thrill of like being in an airport, just the idea of traveling. A lot of times, even I would be like, on active duty military on orders to go somewhere, but just being in that airport just made me feel like I was on vacation, and it
Oh
just
yeah,
gave
you're
me
going
so
on
much
an adventure
freedom.
for sure.
Yes, exactly. So I get that, and I honestly think that that's really really cool that since you were sponsored, that you wanted to try to find a way to give back to the people that got you there. And I think that taking video of everything, you might not have wanted to do it for yourself, but just taking out the time that it takes to make nice video, especially nice travel video, to give back to your sponsors, I think that sticks out a lot to me. So that's really
Yeah.
cool. So it started out there, and that was, you said, about 2009.
Well,
So
the first time I ever traveled was 2012, but I
okay,
started making videos in 2009 from
okay,
like
so
camping and being
so
on the boat, like just random videos. But that's when it started getting cooler.
right, that's what I was gonna say. So Africa, South Africa, right, was the trip that kind of
Yeah,
that
in Southern
boosted
Africa.
your it boosted your video recording capabilities, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
playing with cheetahs really up my videos.
So did you decide, when did it get its name? Did that come when you started the vlog, or what brought the name Unorganized and Lost into your mind?
Okay, so after the first time I traveled, which was 7 weeks, I traveled again in 2015, and right before I started traveling, I started looking up different vlogs, blogs, and different information places on travel.
Just to
And
research for yourself, basically?
yeah, just
Okay.
to kind of see like where I want to go and like how I want to like just things I want to do and how easy it was to travel and just kind of like refresher on
Right.
what to do and things like that. I mean, you're staying in hostels, you're kind of running frantic and things like that.
Yeah,
That's the way
just
I
getting
travel.
in the know of everything, basically.
Yeah, and so I started trying to find blogs that were doing kind of what I was doing, which was backpacking and just running frantic around cities. And
Yeah.
almost every single blog was someone who had been sponsored to go to a really fancy hotel or a really fancy place and in a really expensive area and said, look at how easy it is. And it's like, okay, yeah, it's easy when it's free for you, but when you have to pay for it, like, how can I get around? How can I have an experience of a lifetime without breaking the bank?
Right.
And so basically, I wanted to prove to people that you could be unorganized and still follow your dreams, and also getting lost isn't a bad thing. Some of my best stories came out of being lost and not being completely planned on each travel adventure, because I mean, even if it says, okay, I know I'm starting in Italy and ending in Switzerland, we still had flexibility in the middle, and I ended up going to an extra country last
Right.
time I went. So basically, I wanted to start it started as
Like
a
it's
blog, it's a
like it's
website.
okay, basically, to keep that middle part just completely up in the air, because whether you plan it out or not, you've never been to that place anyway.
Yeah,
So you're gonna have
and
like a great experience as long as you
yeah,
make it what it is.
exactly. And explain to people that like you don't have to be super brave or
I
just you could travel on your own. I don't know. I just making it easy, like showing people it can be easy
No,
to
like
travel.
I want to touch on that because I'm really glad that I asked that question, because I really didn't know the meaning of your name. I know when we had briefly talked about what we wanted to cover in the show, and you said that was important, and I'm glad that it is, because now that you mentioned that, and now that I can kind of see where your angle was when you named that, that is like huge for me. Like you said, okay, so a lot of the people you see, they were sponsored to go to these really nice places, so everything was very cut and dry. Everything was probably made it, put a lot of fear into you to start, basically, because everybody was doing it so well. And I think that was one of the things that drove me with this podcast. I think you saw on Twitter in my on my Twitter feed how I messed Mike's name up on my last episode, and I was like, you know what, that's fine. I just wanted to let you know, but I'm not taking it out. I want to keep it as raw as possible. And a lot of what I've been talking about in my episodes to my followers and to everyone else's followers has been, look, like you're not going to be perfect like you see a lot of online. And so I think that is like, I just gained like a whole new respect for your page now because I'm very fascinated. I had an episode about Airbnbs and I know you ate that one up, but like I want people to start living that way because that's like, I just go off on these adventures in California almost weekly because I just moved here and I don't get on my GPS. I just drive somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that you pointed that out. I hope that everyone listening can kind of understand what we're both talking about because I'm sure they've been there before with something that they want to try. So you guys just got to go do it.
Yeah, I think the key is that I try to show my imperfections as much as possible. And as much as people try to say, like, oh, gosh, she's so unorganized and lost, but it's like then I show them my epic adventures.
Yeah.
And the point of it is to prove that you don't need to be that big YouTuber. You don't need to be that big travel person that's done it and has a camera crew. Like 90% of these people have camera crews. They have people with them.
Yeah.
Half the time I travel alone, I meet people.
You'll get there one day.
Part about it.
Trust me, it's bound to happen with how much content we put out.
Yeah. Well, I'll still probably be unorganized and lost and be by myself somewhere, so it's okay.
You'll have an unorganized and lost camera crew that'll be unorganized and lost with you, though. That's the glory of your whole brand. I love it. Okay.
Yeah, they're probably not going to want to work for me because they're like, we're lost again.
We can't find our boss. Okay, so you are... Let's talk about some of your episodes. How many episodes do you have out right now? I think you have, what, like 18?
I don't
Or
know if I have that many.
less than that? 10.
Yeah, probably. So the problem is that I just started technically vlogging.
Right. You have a bunch of other stuff, yes.
Videos. Yeah, so it's like, I
So,
just get confused on how many YouTube videos I have, I guess.
I think your vlog, you have like 10 or something like that. Because it's right there with me, and this is my 10th episode.
Oh, look at us.
So basically what I was going to do is I'm going to share everything on the podcast, of course. But yeah, so make sure you guys check her out. Check out her YouTube page because it's really cool. And then also you guys need to get in on Twitter with all of us because a lot of my guests are coming from Twitter. How many people have you met on Twitter since you joined Twitter fam? Because you were in there, I think, before I was.
At least 10 to 15 people.
And that's like solid people that talk to you regularly. That's not just like, oh, hey.
Yeah, I get tagged in a lot of things and I'm like, we have a new person.
Yep.
Oh, okay, I'll try to follow you. And I feel bad because I feel like some Twitter fan follow me and I have to catch up later and follow you again. But
I woke up with like 101 notifications on my phone this morning on Twitter, and that's never happened to me before in my life.
I
felt
get
popular.
on Twitter until Twitter fam.
Yeah, so guys, if you guys are trying to build up any sort of brand or business, there's different kind of people on this Twitter fam. It's not just vloggers and podcasters. There's entrepreneurs, there's musicians, there's producers, recording artists, all kinds of stuff. So get on Twitter, hashtag Twitter fam. I'll put it on the video here so we don't have to spell it out for you guys. Check it out and get in tune with what we got going on. It's Monday morning here in California at 7:30. And we're doing a podcast together. And we've never met before, aside from Twitter. So I really want to stress to you guys, bring up the whole collaborating thing again. Michelle, let's see here. What do you think you have like what, 2 episodes that should be coming out shortly after this podcast comes out, I think, right? One next week and then one after that?
So my Week in the Life vlog will either come out today or tomorrow. And then I went down to the Bay Area with one of my friends, Nikki B. Golf, to record a event for her. And
okay.
So that vlog will come out later this week as well.
We could share that in this as well if you'd like, once it's done.
Yeah, let's do it.
So let's talk about the next episode. What can we look for with that? Or do you not know yet? Is it a surprise?
Oh, the Week in the Life was basically, I've started a couple weeks ago, and it's basically just my week and what I do. It was the first Monday you guys will ever see of me because I remembered to record on Monday.
I think,
And-
yeah, because the last video I saw, you're like, it's Tuesday.
I think, I almost got a Wednesday at one point, and I was like, oh, no.
So it just kind of records just kind of how your week went. And I like that because that kind of gives you a way to update your followers as well on just what's going on.
Yeah, and why I'm in random cities at random times. Just kind of gives them a timeline of what I'm doing.
That was a very big reason why I decided to do a weekly show. Was for the sake of being able to update everyone. I'm not sure if you know this or not, but I have another company that I'm starting or that I started. That's going to be sort of a media company, and so that was kind of where I started mentally, like over a year and a half ago with everything. And then after following a bunch of people, you know, like following Gary Vee and just a bunch of other influencers and starting to really research what I needed to do for that company, that's where the podcast came into play, I think. And so that was my thing, was like, I need to have a way to update everybody, you know, because it's hard once you start getting this busy, I think.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
so guys, yeah, definitely. That would be a good show for my followers to check out if they don't go back and look at all of your episodes, because I think those are kind of nice little intros into like kind of who you are too, because it just kind of shows you just in your natural habitat from day to day, planning out your next week and stuff like that. So
Yeah, definitely.
you guys will definitely have to check out all these people that I'm featuring. Unorganized and Lost is a really creative page. I really like it. She has gone to some pretty significant places and she's got it on film, so definitely check that out. And also, I think you would agree with me, Michelle, that we want to encourage a lot more people to get out more and try to travel. And so feel free to leave us comments on either my podcast or on any of her videos if you guys have any questions at all. Any at all.
Definitely.
Because that's what we're here for. We want to help others as much as we can, I think. So.
Oh, yeah. Whenever someone tells me that they went traveling because of my videos, I melt inside. I think it was the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah, it's having that little bit of random feedback every now and then from somebody that you wouldn't even expect, that just says, hey, your video or your whatever you're doing has helped me in some way. That's, I don't know about you, but that is really, hearing somebody tell me something like that gives me so much fire and motivation for like seriously a long, long time after.
Oh, definitely. It melts my heart every time.
Yeah, it's good. So, any other big things that you want to put out there for either your followers or my followers? We are coming up close to 20 minutes now, so we don't have a whole lot more time. I would love to just kind of leave the floor open to you for a little bit longer for the show. And then I think maybe at the end we can talk about Halloween plans, because that's going to be a couple days after this show comes out. I don't know, something fun for the followers that stayed with us the whole show. I don't know. Anything else that you want to put out there?
If you're still here, you need to go to my website, unorganizedandlost.com.
It'll be up on the screen.
See any of the places I've been, all the videos I've made, because if that doesn't excite you to travel, then nothing will.
And she does. She has some very good stuff. I am still catching up on all the places you've been. Everybody I have on my show, I try to get as much as I can with what they got going on. So she does. She has some really exciting stuff. We will have all of your content links basically up on this, the video description for the podcast, as well as some of the editing in the video. I will have all your stuff. So hopefully everybody goes and checks that out. What are you doing any specials for Halloween or anything? Because I don't think I am at all, just because it falls on a Tuesday, and I really want to just be able to go see my son for Halloween. But any big plans for Halloween for you, Michelle?
Thursday through Sunday, or I guess through Monday, I'll be in LA and San Diego, so we'll probably celebrate down there.
Okay. Well,
and then,
I'm actually close to LA, so you'll have to keep everybody posted on what's going on down there.
Yeah, definitely. We're doing the Twitter fan meetup on Friday.
Are we?
Yeah.
See, I woke up with those 100 notifications. I still got to go through them all.
Whoa. The Twitter fan meetup has been planned for like 2 weeks. Where have you been?
I have not seen that. Okay. So, guys, yeah, obviously I'm slacking. Okay, well, you know me, though. I'll make it happen on the drop of a dime, so it's fine.
Perfect. Yeah, #Stevie Dub.
Okay.
We're getting the crew together.
If anybody wants to meet up in LA, hit me up. I'm going to be going to Chicago here in a couple weeks. You guys will all need to stay posted for that. I am meeting up with some really, really big industry leaders in the fashion world. We are going to get some things rolling for Hartman Media there. But until then, I hope you guys all enjoy your Halloween. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Definitely make sure you check Michelle, Unorganized and Lost, Twitter fam, everybody out. We have a lot of good things coming. Moving forward from here, I plan to collaborate with these guys forever and ever. Would you agree, Michelle? Do you plan on collaborating with everybody like multiple times?
Every podcast you'll allow me on.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, that's it. Once you guys know what you want to do, or even if you don't know what you want to do, you have people out there that are doing all types of things, that are in all different types of positions. None of us are perfect, so just don't be afraid. Go out there and grab your dreams, and we will see you on another episode. I hope you all enjoy your week. Michelle, it's been a wonderful, wonderful pleasure to have you here on this Monday morning. My Monday just was made great. I don't have to stress about recording another episode for a couple of days now because we were very proactive. So I just want to thank you again, and yeah, it was a pleasure having you on my show.
Yeah, it was an honor. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. We will talk to you guys next week. Stay tuned for another episode. This has been the Kyle Hartman Project. You all enjoy your weekend. We will talk to you again soon.
Shooting Steph Curry threes. Back up in the studio, cause we never content.